Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about something very, very important today. The art of risk. And let me tell you, folks, risk is one of the most powerful tools you'll ever have in your arsenal. But it's not just about taking risks randomly, no. It's about knowing when to take that leap, when to stand still, and when to pull the trigger. You see, life is like the stock market. You don't always win, but when you do, the rewards are massive. But it's not about playing it safe. It's about knowing how to play the game. Let me tell you, I've been there. I've been in the trenches, in real estate, as an investor, and even as the president of this great country. And I've made some incredible moves that made billions. And I've made some mistakes too. Every great person has, but I always bounce back stronger. And so can you. That's the beauty of risk. Now, risk isn't just a word. It's a mindset. You have to train yourself to think bigger than the crowd. You have to be willing to take that first step into the unknown. Just look at my good friend, Elon Musk. What did he do when everyone told him electric cars were a joke? He took a risk. And now, look at Tesla, an absolute juggernaut, folks. That's the power of understanding the art of risk. And you think it was easy for me to take risks? It wasn't. I didn't come from nothing. But I didn't come from everything either. My father, Fred Trump, he was a real estate man. He taught me the business, but he didn't give me a free ride. I had to fight for every success. You don't get to where I've gotten without understanding risk. But you have to know when to take that leap. You can't just go charging forward like a bull in a china shop. No, that's not how it works. Timing, folks. It's about timing. In business, in life, and in politics. You wait for the right moment. You gather all the information. You don't rush. But when that moment comes, boom, you pull the trigger and you go big. Think about what happened when I bought the Commodore Hotel in New York. People thought I was crazy. Donald, you're too young. It's too risky. But I saw something they didn't see. I knew the land. I knew the market. And guess what? I turned that property into one of the best investments of my career. Timing, folks. It's everything. But you can't be afraid of failure either. Failure is your best friend if you know how to learn from it. And believe me, I've had my fair share of failures. Ask my friend, Carl Icahn. We've had some good battles in business, but we both know what it's like to take those punches and come back swinging. Carl's a tough guy, but he's got something that most people don't. He's got grit. You want to talk about grit? Let's talk about my time running for president. Everybody told me it was impossible. Donald, you're too rich. You're too famous. You'll never make it. But I didn't listen. I took the risk. I went out there, faced the media, faced the doubters, and I won. You know why? Because I understood risk. I knew when to take the leap and when to stand firm. I saw what others couldn't. But here's the thing. When you take a leap, you have to be ready for the consequences. You can't just jump off a cliff without a parachute. It's like investing. You don't throw your money into something without knowing what you're doing. That's how you lose. But when you know what you're doing, when you've done your homework, the rewards are massive. You look at people like Warren Buffett, who's worth billions. Why? Because he's calculated, folks. He takes risks, but they're calculated risks. Now, I want you to think about something. Think about a moment in your life when you could have taken a leap, but didn't. Maybe you hesitated. Maybe you played it safe. How did that feel? Don't make that mistake again. You see, if you're always playing it safe, you're never going to get ahead. You have to go all in. You have to believe in yourself, in your vision, and in your ability to win. When I was running The Apprentice, I faced criticism from all sides. Donald, reality TV is just a fad. Well, I didn't listen to them. I took the risk, and it paid off. Not just financially, but in influence, in power, in recognition. You see, folks, sometimes the best thing you can do is to bet on yourself. And when the world tells you no, you say, "Watch me." That's the mindset. People are going to tell you you're crazy. People are going to laugh at you. They're going to doubt you. But let me tell you, it's those very same people who will be the first ones asking for your autograph when you make it. You think people believed I could win the presidency? No, they didn't. But I did it anyway. But here's the kicker. Sometimes standing still is the right move. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong. They're in such a hurry to move, to act, to do something, they forget the power of patience. You see, risk is about knowing when to go big and when to wait. It's about understanding the terrain. I've stood still when I needed to. I've held my ground, and it's been the right call. Let me tell you a story about one of my early real estate deals. I was looking at a property in Manhattan. It was a fantastic deal, but I didn't rush in. I waited. I let the market settle, let the conditions unfold, and then I moved. That deal turned out to be a goldmine. Patience is just as powerful as action. So, what does all this mean for you? It means you need to be smart. It means you need to study the market. Whether it's real estate, stocks, or business, the principles are the same. When to leap, when to stand still. But above all, you must have the courage to take risks. You must have the confidence to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. And don't let fear control you. People are afraid of losing, afraid of failing. But you know what? Fear is just a story you tell yourself. Don't listen to it. Every great success, every great leader, every billionaire, every winner, they've all faced fear. The difference, they didn't let it stop them. Look at my buddy, Mark Cuban. He took risks, and now he's a billionaire. He didn't let anyone tell him he couldn't do it. He trusted himself. And that's what I want you to do. Trust yourself. Believe in your ability to win. And when the right moment comes, make that leap. Now, listen to me very carefully. The world is full of people who will tell you it can't be done. They'll tell you, you're too young. You're too old. You don't have the experience. Don't listen to them. Every successful person I know has faced those same objections. I faced them too, but I ignored them. I took the leap, and you can too. You have the ability to change your life. You have the ability to create wealth. You have the ability to make your dreams a reality. But it starts with taking that risk. And when you do, you'll look back and say, that was the moment that changed everything. Remember this. You can't win if you don't play. And you can't win if you don't risk. So, get out there. Make your move. And when you do it big. The art of risk. When to take a leap. When to stand still. This is your time. Make it count. Donald J. Trump.